When I found out I received a scholarship from the Endowment, it was truly just a wave of joy because I enjoy going to this school so much, and just the teachers and people that I met have really been blessings in my life.
I felt like extremely blessed to be able to receive it and honored, and I felt like I was helping out my family a lot financially.
You know, living in a single parent household, you know, you don't have a lot of income coming from everywhere. So when I received a scholarship, it really helped me to stay a Life Christian.
I was very grateful and felt really blessed and felt that my hard work paid off.
Receiving a scholarship means a lot to my family, you know, knowing that not only people are looking out for your kid, but they're looking out for your whole family, so that means a lot.
It means that like someone was willing to put money and believe in me and trust in me financially, and it's also been like super nice for my family. It feels like a big sigh of relief when it comes to you know, financial just balance and things like that, and it feels like, yeah, like I can breathe again, and it feels great.
It's just my mom and I right now, so it's definitely something we're very thankful for.
We're able to save more money and put it towards like a different cause, say like me and my brother's college funds.
It's really an honor to have even been like considered for it, you know? And it's just, I'm really grateful to have received it. It's really awesome.
My dreams and goals for the future, I want to be a content creator. I want to go to college for video and editing, and I also want to be a basketball coach and a basketball trainer.
I intend to pursue music in the future. This scholarship opens up a lot of opportunities for me to further my gifts. But I want to study something in the medical program. Otherwise, I'm just gonna let God take over my life and let Him lead me and do what He wants.
I plan to be a trauma surgeon and work in the medical field.
I want to be a criminal lawyer, and I want to start my own law firm.
In the near future, it's going to college, obviously. I'm trying to get a degree in education and then go to seminary and become a pastor. I'm not sure where God takes me or where I'll go, but I hope that as I get out of college, He guides my steps, and I leave an impact that really people won't forget.
My dreams and goals for the future are to grow as an artist and in my business, and maybe become a fashion designer one day.
After high school, I plan to go to college, either MIT or one of the schools in Japan.
I'd love to go into a management role after high school, whether that be construction or just general business, because I've always kind of enjoyed being a leader among my peers. I've been like the 9th grade president, 10th grade class president, now I'm the director of School Spirit, so I really feel like that just falls in line with God called me to do, is to be a leader among others.
So we're Chris and Sean Schuler, and we've been here for over 20 years involved in Life Christian. And our kids, we started here in 1999, and the last one just graduated in 2018.
We're the Shropshire family. I'm Lydia, and this is my husband, Ted. And we've been involved with the LCA Life Christian Academy for 27 years.
A lot of times when people give to charities or endowments, or, you know, what happens is those are usually something that comes close to their heart. And so being at Life Christian was without a doubt something that was close to our heart. Our kids were here. There was a need. There was a lot of kids that needed help with scholarships, and so that was where we went.
I think the best part of that is that, you know, for us, we've always felt that Life Christian has just been an incredibly safe and loving environment for the kids, and
Definitely.
so to provide that opportunity for, you know, kids and their families and parents to experience the same thing that our kids have done has just been a true blessing for us.
We're both from technical backgrounds, and we understand the necessity of having young Christians in those fields. They're not very prevalent in the fields right now, and we felt that they could use those who have a Christian background to kind of plant the seeds and to increase the role of Christians in this technology. They're not mutually exclusive, and we felt that this could benefit from our donations.
I think our dreams, and hopefully the dreams of everyone that's involved with the foundation, is that it continually grows to a level where, you know, every kid and every family that wants to experience all that Life Christian has to offer has that chance. It should be that way.
Our dreams for the endowment program are for it to grow, to help the school increase in their technology programs. Technology tends to be very costly, it's constantly changing, so it's something that the endowment could help them keep up with that and offer a really good education for Christians that have a biblical worldview that could be possibly out there leading the pack in the future.
A lot of people are working very hard to grow the foundation, and it's a difficult task, especially in today's world. But the people that are focused on doing that are really doing a great job. And I hope that people who may see this or hear this, if they're in a position to give, that they can take advantage of that opportunity that we have as well.
I'm Ross Jelseth, and I want to share with you the essence, the background, the history, the purpose of our Life Christian Foundation. I served for 26 years as the head of school at Life Christian Academy. And prior to that time, I was a college football coach at 2 different universities, one private, one public. During my coaching career, I came to realize the significance of endowment and its significance in funding education. So as head of school at LCA, I knew that at some point in time, endowment was going to be a part of funding the future of the school for its opportunities for students and for the school's programs. So in 2004, a group of people came alongside of the vision to create a foundation, including Pastor Fulton Buntain, who gave his endorsement. The Life Christian Foundation was created to build endowment funds to support education and opportunity for students at Life Christian Academy. In 2011, the purpose of the foundation was expanded to include endowment support for program development at Life Center. The founding board of our foundation created the framework by which we operate today, which includes bylaws, legal process, fund agreements, disbursement policy, investment policy, and oversight of operations. Our foundation's mission is to provide financial resources for student scholarship and educational development for Life Christian Academy, to provide financial resources for sustaining special ministries and programs for Life Center. Our focus is a generation-to-generation influence. Psalm 145:4 says, "One generation shall praise your works to another and declare your goodness to all." This verse provides the impetus for our work as a foundation because the financial support provided to students and programs gives opportunity to share in the awareness of God's goodness and His provision of blessings for His people. Our board and staff work to provide opportunity for students and programs through the prudent investment of funds with Columbia Trust Company, which stewards our assets within the guidelines of our investment policy. The proceeds of these investments become the sources of ongoing scholarships and program funding. In 2021, our foundation provided a check for just over $109,000 to Life Christian Academy to provide student scholarships and program budget support. Our goal is to increase this annual support by increasing the endowment funds and continued prudent investment of the funds. Over 60 students receive scholarships from over 30 named endowments for the current school year. The number of named endowments grows each year, as well as emphasis on general endowments supporting the LIFE program, which is our program for learning challenge students, performing arts, STEM program, and faculty salary endowments. We are committed to increasing our support. This includes the launch of a planned giving program for Life Center and Life Christian Academy. thereby increasing the impact of the Life Christian Foundation and the opportunities we provide for people. We value the Life Christian Foundation and we believe for our future. Please fill out the inquiry box. Go to our foundation at www.lifechristianfoundation.com. Thank you on behalf of the students and programs that will benefit from the Life Christian Foundation and your support.
All right, folks, let's get started. LCA students, parents, grandparents, faculty, and friends, welcome to the 2023 Life Christian Foundation Endowment Awards Assembly. My name is Doug Burton, and I have the honor of serving as the board president of Life Christian Foundation. Our board members are wise, faithful, and generous. I want to take a moment and recognize those board members. So if I could have all of our board members and our executive director, Ross Jelseth, please stand and let's acknowledge those folks. Friends, today represents the exciting fulfillment of the Life Christian Foundation. Through amazing blessing and provision, we will award over $130,000 in scholarships and endowments today. $130,000 is a big number. This is happening because of the generous support of donors who believe in endowment. Their generous support and their belief, and they want to give, and they give generously. This includes several alumni families who have given to endowment as a means of giving back to the school and the church that has meant so much to their families. Several of the donors are in heaven, so these endowments are their legacy. Several of these donors are in the room with us right now, and we are excited to celebrate and honor them. Let's give a round of applause for these donors that are here with us. All of the scholarship winners that will be recognized today were selected by a committee who has poured through hundreds of applications. I know this committee takes great pride in selecting these students, and they want to find folks that represent the values and passions of the donors that have made those awards possible. This is going to be a fun time, friends. Our first presenter of the morning will be sharing our program endowments. So please join me in welcoming to the stage the Executive Director of the Life Christian Foundation, Mr. Ross Jelseth.
Good morning, one and all. Thank you, Doug. Welcome. It's a great day when, if you think the thought there's 365 days in a year, the last time I counted, 364 days of that year, we raise money. One day a year, we get to give it away. You happen to be here on the day we're giving it away. So it's exciting. Actually, as Doug said, this is the fulfillment of our mission. We also take the time today to honor partners that also help students enroll in our school. I'd like to call up, representing the Ben B. Cheney Foundation, Carol Lewis and Erica Tucci. Give them a round of applause, please. The Ben B. Cheney Foundation gifted several years ago an endowment in the name of John Hansler. John Hansler was an esteemed faith-based attorney in Tacoma. He helped Life Center with occasional issues, none of which were bad, but legal advice is always good. And in that regard, Fulton Buntain, who was our pastor for a long, long time, by the way, Fulton and Lorraine had the vision to create the seats that you're sitting in today. So significant. But John Hansler became a friend of Pastor Buntain's. John Hansler became a friend of mine. And wonderful faith-based man. And this endowment was created by the Ben B. Cheney Foundation to honor John Hansler's commitment to the community. Part of the community for John was to provide scholarship opportunities for students at Christian schools. Several years ago, I received a letter indicating that Life Christian Academy was become the recipient of the funds each year. So faithfully, we receive a check somewhere in the vicinity, depending on the market, between $5,000 and $8,000 a year that goes into the tuition assistance fund to benefit students in our school. So we want to honor the Ben B. Cheney Foundation this morning for consistently making an impact on these, your students. So please give them a round of applause. Let's get a photo. One more round of applause. The first program endowment is the Buntain Tuition Assistance Endowment. Pastor and Lorraine were given a gift after serving here many years from the congregation. It was a gift to honor them. What did they do with it? They gave it back in the form of an endowment to fund tuition assistance. These are the same two people that had vision, with God's help and people's help, to create everything that's on this campus. And if you think this thought, they were given a gift, and a gift is meant to be shared. So every year, I'd like to call Michelle Cox up and Brittany Cooley. I think we have a certificate. Aaron, if you would help me. And by the way, Aaron Gentile is my capable helper today. He will hand out the certificate. So Michelle, who is Pastor and Lorraine's daughter. Brittany Cooley joins us on the platform. Every day she's here, most every day she's here, she's helping raise money for tuition assistance for students in her role as Director of Development. So today, this represents the transition of funds every year from the Buntain Endowment to Life Christian Academy for one purpose: to help students stay enrolled at our school. Amen. Let's do the photo. Our second program endowment means instead of the funds going to a student, a program endowment funds a given program. It's my honor to announce the Werner Family Performing Arts Endowment. I'd like to call forward Sharon Werner. I believe she's here. Cheryl Werner Goins. Is Ed here? And also Lori Hughes, class of 1978. If you would all come forward. 90, what did I say, 78? I just aged you by 20 years. I apologize. I'll do anything for humor. I'd also like to call forward Marcia Wallner, Denise Giese, through the platform. Are they both here? On their way? Great, thank you so much. This endowment was created by the Werner family to fund performing arts at Life Christian Academy. So each year a check is sent from the foundation, from their endowment gift, to help fund improvements in our performing arts program. And every year more and more students are involved in the performing arts. So it's one of those endowment gifts that keeps on giving. So if you are in band, music, drama, speech, whatever it is, anything that has to do with the arts, you benefit from this endowment. Photo time. Brother Gentile, you're doing a fine job. Next up, the Shropshire Family STEM Program Endowment. Ted Shropshire, please come forward. Josh McBeath, please come forward. Where's my friend Josh? There he is. And a couple of students. As they enter the platform, let me tell you the story behind Ted and Lydia Shropshire. They both spent their careers in fields related to mathematics and science. They also enrolled 3 children at LCA. They believe so much in STEM program education that they met with me and created an endowment, similar to the Werner, except this one spins off money every year to advance our STEM program, which is so important in our school. So today we thank the Shropshire family for not only enrolling 3 outstanding students in our school years ago, but also for their continued support of STEM education and its future and the students it will impact. Thank you, Ted and Lydia. Photo time. I'd like to call Chris Madlena and Debbie Anderson forward. Debbie is acting head of school in Gus Marsden's absence. So if Chris and Debbie would come forward. This is a new program endowment that we launched a year ago, and it's the Faculty Salary Endowment. In 2021, our Life Christian Foundation Board launched a series of meetings to create strategic initiatives for our foundation, goals. One of the goals was to improve faculty salaries, as well as potentially reduce the amount of tuition that we need to charge every student, because this endowment would help pay some of the salaries. But most importantly, to increase faculty salaries. Let's give a round of applause to our valued faculty. Key to quality education: you can have beautiful classrooms, beautiful sidewalks, beautiful lawns, but the significance of education is the teacher. The teacher, the teacher, the teacher. It starts with the teacher, it finishes with the teacher. So this endowment is meant to honor. It's also meant to attract and retain the very best people we can. So with that being the case, today we honor this salary endowment that 2 years from now will begin to again transition money from the endowment so that every K-12 teacher receives additional compensation. I'll talk more about it near the end of the program. But we want to thank everybody that's donated to it. We'll talk about more about that later as well. So with Debbie here and with Chris, they represent leadership in school. Chris represents long-term faculty in the school. Chris Medlino was one of the first people I hired when we started Life Christian Academy in 1994. Picture time. You're a wonderful audience. Next up, my friend Dan Bennett, would you please come forward? Dan Bennett is a very successful realtor in our community. Today we announce for the first time, Josiah Thomas, are you here? Would you please come forward, sir? And a couple of students are coming forward. The significance of the Delene Bennett Memorial Endowment is this. When Delene passed away and went to heaven, her husband Dave met with me and Carrie Prosser and talked about wanting to honor his wife. He told me the story that he and Delene had met at a youth camp. Some of you, watch what you're doing. You could find your spouse at a youth camp. But you know what? You could find your spouse at a lot worse place than that. So the story continues. Dave establishes an endowment in Delene's name. This year, for the first time, 3 years ago this took place. We wait 3 years to begin dispersing money to build the asset value up within returns on investment. So today we honor Delene Bennett's legacy, but we also honor Dave Bennett's commitment to honoring his wife. Isn't that noble? Isn't that legacy? This past year, for the first time, Josiah and the other youth pastors had opportunity to help students attend youth camps during the course of the year out of the funds that came out of the Delene Bennett Memorial Endowment. So we thank Dave and Delene, both of which are watching from heaven. They got a great view, by the way. Doug Sagan, would you please come forward? Doug was the face of our Life Christian Foundation Board for many, many years, served as our president during our formative years. And he and his wife, Vicki, gave a significant gift in 2016. You walk through it almost every day. I'd also like to have join Doug, Jenny LaRue, Josh McBaith, Debbie Anderson, and Clara Hallquist. These people represent faculty and staff who work in the Tyler J. Sagan Success Center. Doug and Vicki gave this gift to create a legacy to honor their son, Tyler. This gift provided a significant improvement and update to that version of our school where our life program is, our library and media center, and our innovation lab. So Doug and Vicki did more than just try to improve the life program. They improved the ability to do STEM education and technology, anything related to that. In 2021, Doug and Vicki gave a second gift. The first gift paid for the entire remodel. Furnishings, floor coverings, walls, cabinetry, everything. But in 2021, they reached into their pockets again to give a gift to endow that entire area, which simply means every year money comes out of the endowment to keep the place fresh and beautiful as it was on day one. And so today we honor Doug and Vicki for their commitment not only to gift the Tyler J. Sagan Success Center, but also to keep it at its very, very best. Thank you. Mr. Michael Putnam, LCA alumnus, is next up. Have at it, my friend.
Good morning. I get to kick off the scholarship awards, which are to the students of the middle school and high school. It's awesome honoring the program endowments because that really affects everybody's life, touches everybody's life here at school. These next endowments for the next hour, however long we're going to be up here, are to the students. So, hey, this is a time for you guys to cheer for your fellow classmates, get excited for them that they, worked hard, applied for these scholarships, and won some tuition for next year. So I get to start out. I got seven endowments to present. See if my phone works. So I'm starting with the Paul and Lois Putnam Scholarship Endowment. So this is special to me because Paul and Lois are my grandparents. They have been longtime donors to Life Christian and Life Center. My grandpa Paul served on the founding board of the foundation, and they've been they've funded scholarships for kids for years to come. Paul and Lois have had significant support for the entire ministry, and so we want to thank them for their leadership and being a part of the Life Christian Foundation. So the scholarship recipients are, and by the way, students, you're going to come up here, same thing as the program endowments, and receive your award, and we'll take a picture after I announce all the names. So this year, we present the awards to Uriah Bai, Presley May, Grace McGovern, Ileana Rivera, Adrian Rosso, and Reed Westman. Come on up. All right. Next up, we have the Williamson Family Scholarship. The Williamson Family Scholarship was created by Jack and Barbara Williamson, whose children and grandchildren have attended Life Christian Academy. In their support of scholarship for students, Barbara and Jack realized the cost of Christian education and wanted to provide scholarships each year to deserving students to help fund Christian education. So thank you, Jack and Barbara, for your support of LCA students through the Williamson Family Scholarship Endowment. The recipient this year for the endowment is Darius James Impero. Let's go. All right, next up we have the Taylor Ferris Memorial Scholarship. Taylor Ferris graduated from Life Christian in 2003. During this time, he participated on the golf team. In his senior year, he led LCA to the first ever state championship, won by the Eagles. Unfortunately, Taylor passed away in a car accident right after he graduated high school. Taylor's family and relatives established this endowment with the goal of a student or students to receive scholarship from his memorial scholarship each year. Part of the criteria is to receive the scholarship is their interest in golf. We want to thank his family not only for Taylor's presence on our campus, for being a part of this first state championship, but also for this memorial scholarship. And I also want to thank Don Gustafson, who was Taylor's coach for this scholarship, for really leading the charge in hosting a golf tournament every year in Taylor's name and raising additional funds for this worthy cause. So we have, yes. We have 5 scholarship recipients: Herky Briggs, Bailey High, Cameron High, Rain Divers, and Aiden Swafford. All right, next up we have the McGee Family Scholarship Endowment. Alan and Mandy McGee are the parents of 3 outstanding Life Christian Academy graduates. All 3 have gone on to do exemplary work in their higher education and in their careers. Alan McGee served on the Life Christian Academy Board of Education for several years and helped guide the school through its formative years of development. Mandy also volunteered at Life LCA for several years. Alan and Mandy also saw fit to endow the McGee Family Scholarship, which benefits LCA students each year to help reduce costs of education. Thank you to the McGee family for their commitment to Life Christian Academy and to the foundation. We have 1 recipient this year, and her name is Emily Hazard. Next scholarship we have, my favorite one. Ba-ba-ba-ba-bum. Oh, yes, the Michael and Christina Putnam Scholarship. My wife and I went to school here and graduated LCA in 2001. We met on campus, so juniors and seniors, you know, there's a chance. I went to school down at Pepperdine, and she went to Azusa, and actually after college we got back together, so not in high school. All right, we didn't. Anyway, we had the privilege of endowing a scholarship here at Life Christian because we just believe Christian education is so important for our lives and for our kids' lives and for everybody's lives. And we currently have 4 kids that go to school here now, ages 12, 10, 7, and 3. Correct? Good. All right, thumbs up from the wife. Got it. Hey, they have birthdays all the time, you know, I forget. So we just have the pleasure of handing out these scholarships. We have 5 kids this year, which is awesome. So here we go. Riley Bukowski, Joshua Zool, Caleb Hippie, Jesse Mwangi, and Connor Skiff.
Could we get Christina Putnam up here as well? Please come forward. She's the better half.
Next, I'd like to invite up Kaylee McReynolds. Kaylee's representing the McReynolds Family Scholarship. Bill and Barbara McReynolds attended Life Center for many years as they both served in the local police jurisdiction in our area. They currently have grandchildren attending Life Christian Academy. The McReynolds moved to Mesa, Arizona several years ago, but both continued their work in law enforcement. Because of their love for Life Center and Life Christian Academy, Bill and Barb decided to endow a scholarship in the McReynolds family name. Each year, a deserving student from Life Christian Academy receives this scholarship for support to fund their education. Thank you to the McReynolds for your generous spirit of support and love for our students. This year's scholarship award recipient is Yoshi New. Last but not least for me, I get the privilege of presenting the LCA Alumni Association Scholarship. The LCA Alumni Association serves to foster relationships with Life Christian Academy alumni and bring them together through events and communications to continue the support of LCA each year. Each year, the LCA Alumni Association works to raise funds towards a scholarship to a current LCA student. Thank you to the Alumni Association and all the alumni who have given to this scholarship. This year's recipient is Kira Evans.
Good morning. My name is Debbie Anderson. Thank you. I'm the Director of Teaching and Learning here at Life Christian Academy. The first scholarship endowment is Matthew Metcalf Scholarship Endowment. I'd like to call forward Sue Metcalf. Matthew Metcalf spent his education at LCA until he was diagnosed with cancer during his elementary and middle school years. Our student body at LCA walked alongside of Matthew during this difficult journey. Matthew was a winner in every regard. He battled, he persevered, and his love for Jesus was never stronger during his journey, which led him to heaven. In memory of Matthew Metcalf, his parents created a scholarship for life program students, as well as wrote a book about Matthew's life. Today, we honor the Metcalf family, and we thank them for their support of the Matthew Metcalf Memorial Scholarship. We also remember Matthew's passion for life and Jesus with these scholarship awards. The recipient is Duncan Curry. I'd like to call forward Sonia Coram Campbell and Margaret Haskins next. The Sonia Coram Life Program Scholarship Endowment. Part of the Sonia Coram Endowment provides several scholarships for life program students. The life program costs money for students to enroll in because it has an inherent cost for the faculty, curriculum, and operations. This adds to the cost of tuition students pay. We thank the Coram family and Sonia for providing these funds to help students enhance their education through the LIFE program. This is a blessing to many. We thank the Coram family for the support and the ongoing support that the LIFE program students receive with this program. The recipients are Tiara Boyd, Samedi Jennings, Josiah McLean, Justin Triance, and Zinnia Allen. The Francis Glassey Scholarship Endowment is next. The Francis Glassey Scholarship Endowment was created in honor of Francis Glassey, who was a significant role model to LCA family. Francis's life is remembered through the giving of the scholarship each year and supports the effort of a student or students who enroll at LCA. We thank the Glassey family for their support of Life Christian Academy students through the Francis Glassey Scholarship Endowment. The recipient is Gia Curry. The Larkin Family Scholarship Endowment. This endowment was created in the beginning years of the Life Christian Foundation. The endowment was given by William Larkin in honor of his mother, Mildred. In doing so, Bill wanted to create a legacy, and after he passed away, his wife, Martha, decided to name the endowment the Larkin Family Scholarship Endowment. This scholarship has been given to LCA middle school students for many years and will continue to be given for many years ahead. We thank the Larkin family for their continued support of Life Christian Academy students. The recipients are Faith Rodriguez and Declan Evans. Declan Evans. William and Lillian Bond Memorial Scholarship Endowment. Bill Bond came to see Ross Jelseth years ago to talk about his support for Life Christian Academy and his desire to memorialize his wife, Lillian Bond, who was in heaven. In doing so, William created the Lillian Bond Memorial Endowment to support the cost of Life Program education at LCA. Bill volunteered in the Life Program and was very supportive of the program's development. He also gave a significant gift to create classroom space to grow the program. After his passing, the name of the endowment has changed to the William and Lillian Bond Memorial Scholarship, and each year will continue to be a blessing to a student in the Life Program. The recipient is Zoe Hippie. Wallace Hanson Memorial Scholarship. Wallace Hanson was the uncle of Tom Mulledy, who was one of our past Life Christian Foundation board presidents. Wallace Hanson had spent a career with a strong interest in math and science. In doing so, Tom approached him about a desire to create this endowment to support Christian education within our foundation. So, each year, the Life Christian Foundation can award scholarship funds through the Wallace Hanson Memorial Scholarship Endowment to students who have strong interests and achievements in math and science. We thank Tom Mulledy for his efforts to secure this gift to provide scholarships for students. The recipients are James Cook and Amelia Harrison. The last award is the Fenton Family Foundation Scholarship. Graham Fenton and his wife Carol attended a Life Center for many years, and their granddaughter Candace enrolled and graduated from LCA. The Fenton Family Scholarship Endowment was provided through the endowment process to support Christian education for students, and each year does so. Lance Fenton, who is Candace's father, worked for several years at Life Center in our media support and production team. We thank the Fenton family for their support of the Life Christian Foundation and for LCA students. The recipient is Kyra Mankey. I'd now like to introduce Taylor Bowles.
this would be the esteemed Taylor Bulls basketball coach extraordinaire.
Good morning. Thank you so much for joining us. I also like to say I'm a proud alumni of class of 2015 and serve on the foundation board, so thank you so much for this honor of being with you. So I would like to continue on the scholarships and first call forward Gwen Morris to represent the Christopher Morris Memorial Scholarship. The Christopher Morris Memorial Scholarship is being given in honor of Chris's life and the joy in learning he discovered when he entered the Life program. Halfway through his 8th grade year, Chris entered Life Christian Academy, and not too long after that, it was suggested that he'd be tested for the Life program to help him overcome some of the learning issues he was experiencing. Through the Life program, which he attended through grade 12, Chris discovered for the first time that it was okay to learn differently. He not only learned, but thrived. It is our desire that this scholarship will help others to experience the same success as they discover tools to help them achieve their goals for the future. And this recipient goes to A.T. New. I next would like to call forward Randy Moon to represent the Jordan Christian Ideals Scholarship Endowment. This endowment was given and provided by Dr. Glenn and Beth Jordan, who are the parents of 3 Life Christian Academy students. The Jordan Christian Ideals Scholarship was created for a graduating senior whose life at LCA best exemplifies the commitment to Christian ideals and the mission of LCA. This endowment provides part of the cost of education for a graduating student's freshman year at the university of their choice. My gosh. Thank you, Glenn and Beth, for your support of the mission and the Christian ideals for which our school exists. And this scholarship recipient goes to Miss Betsy Lavrock. Okay. Yep, there you go. Stay up here, Mr. Moon. The next endowment is the Jordan Mathematics and Science Scholarship Endowment. Dr. Glenn Jordan studied math and science during his preparation in college and medical school. He became a participating physician and served the greater Tacoma medical community for many years. As a result of his work in these fields, Dr. Jordan and Beth funded the Jordan Mathematics and Science Scholarship. The scholarship is awarded to a graduating senior whose area of those studies align with their career aspirations in the mathematics or science fields. We thank the Jordans for your commitment to LCA and your commitment to help fund the further education of a graduating senior. And the recipient is Lauren Henson Klinger. Okay, next I would like to call forward Chris and Sean Schuler to represent the Schuler Family Foundation Scholarship. The Schuler family has been significant supporters of Life Christian Academy for many years. Their support began with the enrollment of 3 children, all of whom are now LCA alumni. The Schuler Family Foundation, headed up by James K. Schuler, created this endowment to not only support the Life Christian Academy Foundation's work, but to support endowed scholarships for decades to come. Today, several students will receive these scholarships to help with the cost of their Christian education at LCA. We thank the Schuler family for their years of support and their investment in students at LCA. So we have a few recipients, so we'll say applause for the end. First is Selah Johnson, Brooklyn Murray, Boaz Bradley, Reese Colbert, Elise Golden, and Judah Skiff, and Nikita Sokoff. Okay, this next scholarship is the Woomer Family Scholarship. Ken and Nikki Woomer are the parents of 2 Life Christian Academy alumni, Abby and Stephen, both of whom have gone to graduate from college and enter their career fields. The Woomer family endowed these scholarships to help students not only come to LCA, but to be able to help them stay at LCA by providing some of the dollars needed to cover the cost of achieving a Christian education. The Woomer family believes in the LCA and in doing so, wanted to offer the additional support. Students receiving the scholarship must show evidence of strong participation in extracurricular activities. We thank the Woomer family for your years of support. The recipient is Julian Rosso. The next one is the McKay Family Scholarship Endowment. Gary and Bernetta McKay are the grandparents of the Life Christian Academy alumnus, Michael McKay, who participated in sports and other programs during his enrollment at LCA. Gary and Bernetta created this endowment to help fund other students' Christian education. They may not get to know the scholarship award student well, but they invest in others to receive a similar education that their grandson received at LCA. We thank the McKay family for their support of LCA students. And the recipient is Mary Lee. We're almost there, hang in me. I would next like to call forward Stan Seeley for the Harold Gray Memorial Scholarship. The Gray family has great legacy at Life Center and Life Christian Academy. The legacy includes Stan Seeley, who is part of the Gray family through marriage to his wife, Gloria. Harold Gray was a servant leader on the Life Center campus as a valued volunteer during the formative years of Pastor Fulton Buntain's ministry. Harold served on boards and provided significant expertise, wisdom, and support for the ministry. He was an educator by profession. His wife, Alma, created the Harold Gray Memorial Scholarship, and this scholarship has been a blessing to students for many years and will be for years to come. The scholarship is awarded to an 8th grader who will be entering 9th grade at LCA. Thank you, Alma Gray, and your family for your support. And the recipient is Hudson Coleman. And the last one is the Lee Fine Arts Scholarship Endowment. This endowment was created as a gift from the Life Christian Choir to its directors, Kenton and Benita Lee. Kenton and Benita Lee have served faithfully at Life Center in the worship and music ministry for 40 years. Beyond that, they also had 4 children that are LCA alumni. Since the time of the choir's gift to begin the endowment, the Lees have continued to grow and support the size of the endowment. Outstanding fine arts students can apply for the Lee Fine Arts Endowment. Thank you to the Life Center Choir and to Kenton and Benita for creating the Lee Fine Arts Scholarship Endowment. The 2 recipients are Alethea Peart and Taylor Shue. Next, I would like to call up Miss Jamie Busselmeyer.
Good morning. I'd like to invite to join me on the stage Ms. Suzanne Corrigan. The first award I'm presenting this morning is the Laura Reynolds Memorial Endowment Scholarship. John and Patty Reynolds wanted to realize the goal of having a girl graduate from Life Christian Academy. Their daughter Laura spent her formative years here at LCA, but was tragically taken in a car accident 1 month prior to her graduation. In her memory, the Reynolds decided to create the Laura Reynolds Memorial Scholarship Endowment to help a girl graduate from LCA. We thank them. This year's recipients are Briella Melendez and Ruby Rickert. Our next award is the Miles Corrigan Memorial Scholarship. This scholarship was given by the Corrigan family with memorial gifts to honor the life of Miles Corrigan. Miles Corrigan lived a life of Christian leadership as he taught here at Life Christian and coached football both at the University of Puget Sound and the University of Washington. Later, he returned to Life Center and worked in the development department. The scholarship is given today to recognize a student who would best exemplify the life of Miles Corrigan. We thank the Corrigan family and Suzanne for creating this scholarship for a Life Christian Academy student, and today we recognize Miss Lena Peterson. Next up is the Bob Abston Memorial Scholarship. Bob and Julie Abston were the parents and grandparents of several Life Christian Academy students and alumni. Bob served as our high school principal at LCA for 9 years and was the consummate shepherd over his flock of LCA students. For those of us who served with him, his wisdom and faith walk with us every day. His others in the form of this Bob Abston Memorial Scholarship. His was a life of loving Jesus and sharing Jesus with others. We thank the Abston family for funding the scholarship for graduating seniors to help cover the cost of their college education. And this year's recipients are Owen Gibson and Holland Peterson. Next is the Borman-Fjormendahl Scholarship Endowment. Clara Borman-Fjormendahl was a teacher by profession and was also dedicated to Sunday school teaching here at Life Center. She supported Life Christian Academy because of her love for education and supporting everything from transportation to scholarship support for students. She also created a significant gift in this endowment, which provides several scholarships each year for deserving students. Clara's heart was a heart for Jesus and for education. At Life Christian Academy, she could support both. Thank you, Clara, for your vision and your life of testimony to your faith in Jesus. We welcome today forward the recipients Max Rios, Ella Schmidt, and Braden Stocking. The Sermon on the Mount Scholarship Endowment was created by Keith and Susan Schlemline, parents of LCA students and graduates. The Sermon on the Mount Scholarship is available to students whose lives best reflect and project the essence of the teaching of the Sermon on the Mount. We thank the Schlemlines for their support of LCA, for supporting Christian lifestyle, and for the Christian testimony of the Sermon on the Mount students. This year's recipient is Cole Johnson. For this next award, I'd like to call forward Mrs. Kroppensberger, if she's here. This is the International Student Scholarship. International students enhance the culture of LCA and the student body. And this scholarship goes to an international student who's enrolled at LCA excelled here, and has positively impacted the student culture and student body by their example, their witness, and their achievement. This scholarship helps support the education of an international student upon their graduation from our school. We have 2 recipients this year, Quentin Quinn and Camilla Zhu. The last award I have to present is the James 127 Mission Support Scholarship Endowment. Missions trips have become a significant part of the Life Christian Academy culture, and its opportunity for students to serve is amazing. The scholarship is available to help fund a student's mission experience, whether it's in a school-sponsored mission trip or another missions opportunity. Most importantly, this scholarship provides the opportunity for a student to serve, and in serving, share the love of Jesus. This scholarship has been endowed for years to come to provide support to the spread of gospel around the world, and this year's recipient is Mr. Grant Baring. To present the last collection of scholarships, welcome back to the stage Foundation Board President, Mr. Doug Burton.
Okay, friends, we're in the home stretch. Can we hang in for a few more? We got a few more. I suggested to Mr. Jelseth earlier that next year we get a smoke machine, spotlight. We'll announce these winners like they're coming out for the basketball game and the championship. We'll get them all fired up. So, hey, I'm really excited for this next award. It is the Jelseth Family Leadership Endowment Scholarship. I'd like to invite Tyler Jelseth and Ross, if you're going to join us as well. Ross and Ronnie Jelseth are the parents of 2 Life Christian Academy students, Brandon and Tyler, both of who are alumni and now leaders in the business community. Leadership has been of significant importance to the Jelseth family. This scholarship is given in recognition to an outstanding student who personifies servant leadership, and by their example at LCA. The scholarship provides funds to support their college education in their freshman year. God has been good to the Jelseth family, and they've been good to us. And this is their way to give back to a graduating student who has been, or with anticipation of leadership throughout their lifetime. This year's recipient of the Jelseth Family Leadership Endowment Scholarship is Fiona Evans. Our next scholarship is the Norway Nick and Sharon Iverson Scholarship Endowment. Nick and Sharon Iverson have been longtime attendees and supporters of Life Center. As a result, they have provided the Norway Scholarship Endowment to support student achievement at Life Christian Academy. Sharon provided this scholarship endowment upon Nick's passing to perpetuate the life of Nick and Sharon and their commitment to Jesus and to Christian education. This scholarship is available to students to help cover the cost of Christian education. The preference is for the scholarship to be awarded to a student of a single parent. We thank Sharon for this scholarship on behalf of Nick and Sharon. The recipient of this year's Norway Nick and Sharon Iverson Scholarship is Ethan Cutler. All right, we'll continue on. Good solo picture, Ross. We could go, You, Aaron? Our next scholarship is the Edward and Lois McCleary Charitable Foundation Scholarship. Ed and Lois McCleary attended and supported Life Center and also gave a financial gift each year to Life Christian Academy. Upon their passing, the McClearys left a significant planned gift to our school, part of which funded the Edward and Lois McCleary Charitable Foundation Scholarship Endowment. These scholarships go to support highly capable students who take challenging courses and do well in their schoolwork. We thank Edward and Lois McCleary for advancing the cause of Christian education and providing students at Life Christian Academy this opportunity. We have 3 recipients of this scholarship: Aiden Costanti, Tristan Torgerson, and Corbin Seba. Our next scholarship is the Ken and Irene Holtgren Scholarship. Ken Holtgren served on the founding Life Christian Board and was very influential in helping the foundation and LCA to become the school it is today. Early on, Ken and Irene helped fund the education for multiple LCA students. Later, Ken Holtgren established this endowment, and he also left a significant planned gift as part of his estate. Each year, several LCA students receive significant financial support from the Ken and Irene Holtgren Memorial Scholarship. We thank Ken and Irene for their support during their lifetime, and now your ongoing support from this scholarship. We have 6 recipients, so I'll read them all, and then you can give them a round of applause. Our recipients for the Ken and Irene Holtgren Memorial Scholarship: Micah Rios, Kamani White, Andrew McGovern, Elijah Miller, Peyton Swope, and Ruby Farwell. Our next scholarship is the Jimmy Guzzo Memorial Scholarship. Representing the family, please welcome Joe, Peter, and Dan Guzzo. Let's give them a hand as they join us. Jimmy Guzzo was a wonderful servant at Life Center and at Life Christian Academy, working as part of this custodial team. Every day, Jimmy brought a great spirit, a smile, a conversation, and a loving presence to our campus. Some of you may remember Jimmy on the campus. The Guzzo family felt so strongly about Jimmy's work experience here that upon his passing, they created the Jimmy Guzzo Memorial Scholarship from his memorial gifts. Today, we give that scholarship in Jimmy's memory. Thank you, Jimmy, for your time with us, and thank you to the Guzzo family for funding this scholarship. This year's recipient of the Jimmy Guzzo Memorial Scholarship, Rebecca Swint. All right, our final scholarship here. This is the Ryder Family Scholarship Endowment. Representing the Ryder family, Amy Ryder is here. Can you join me? Les and Dottie Ryder have been longtime supporters of Life Christian Academy. During that time, Les spent many years volunteering to take care of the entire football equipment inventory. It was amazing and immaculate. They also knew the significance of providing financial support and contributed many years to the school's annual fund to support student learning. Les and Dottie, along with their daughters, Amy and Leslie, have funded the Ryder Family Scholarship. We thank you for your continued support of Christian education and your support of Life Christian Academy students. We have two recipients, and they are Jordan Harp and Josefina Millis Malo. Okay, now that concludes all of our scholarship presentations, but we're not done yet. We're not done yet. You got one more?
Yes. Mr. Evans, would you please come forward? DeClown is the winner of the Larkin Family Scholarship.
All right, let's do it. Okay, now that was the final scholarship presentation. If we could have all of our foundation board members that are present with us and all of also our school board that are present with us, join us on the stage. You can't hide. Come on back up. Hey, we got to give a round of applause to Mr. Gustafson here. 10 days post-knee replacement surgery. He was not going to miss being here holding the big check.
Well, I've been a volunteer at Life Christian Academy for 27 years. I thank God for being able to be a servant here, as well as a coach. I was actually on the first foundation board when Ross Jelseth called me many years ago, and now I am back on. So it's a great group of people. I want to, where's my two alumni people here? Justin Murray and Christina Putnam, alumnus of this school, and I want to say what an honor it is on behalf of the foundation. These are the amount of money, the funds we've given to Life Christian Academy, and we look forward to many, many more years of giving more money.
This is the first time that check has exceeded $1 million. The significance of endowment, those of you students who have been in our school for some time, you realize now that endowment keeps on giving. Our board never spends the principal amount that was given. We never spend the amount down, so to speak. Instead, we simply distribute the monies that are earned in the investment market. Pretty exciting. I was thinking early this morning about the significance, the blessing it's been in serving God. Some of you leave here, there's going to be various paths for you to take. The one bit of advice I would give you is this: find the path that God provides and stay on it. Stay on it. Stay on it. Because the blessings that you receive are so significant in life. Stay on the path. I talked a bit earlier about our faculty salary endowment. Many of you receive programs with envelopes in it today. We are in the second year of a quest to achieve $1 million in the faculty salary endowment. Our goal is to do so within 3 years. This year is the second year of a matching gift from Chris and Sean Schuler's Family Foundation. Next year, they'll give an additional gift of $200,000 more. So, why did you get the envelope? Because I would ask you to pray over what you might be able to give towards our meeting the match of $150,000. If we meet the match by August 31st, then we'll go into next year having met the goal in the first 2 years. We are about halfway there right now to the $150,000 match. So we look at this, we're the end of March, close. Spring break is coming when? Well, tomorrow, okay. Well, maybe you think this thought. Sometime during spring break, you think about giving something to the faculty salary endowment. Maybe not. But the point is, part of my job as the executive director of the foundation is to create awareness of our goals and our initiatives. And as I said earlier, there's nothing more important to Christian education than Christian teachers who walk on a campus every day to teach more than just academics, but to model the life of Jesus. Amen? Amen? So, I would simply ask you, and on this envelope you can give, you'll notice you can also give to the Werner Performing Arts Endowment as well to help that grow. But our quest, our goal as a board, is to get to $150,000 by August 31st. That's the end of our fiscal year. So we would simply ask you to pray about, and I'll tell you how this goes. We get gifts of $10,000 towards the 75 we've gotten so far. We've also gotten gifts of $4.42. Why do I know $4.42? Because that represents the widow's mite in the Bible, where she gave what she could sacrificially. So I'll tell you how we get to $150,000. We get some gifts of $10, $10 gets us $10 closer to $150,000, amen? We get some gifts of $50. We get some gifts of $100. We get some gifts of $2,500. Everybody in for the kingdom. Everybody in for the opportunity to enhance our faculty salaries. Think of the benefit. Quick math. If there's $1 million in the fund, we typically disperse about 4.5% per year. Foundation board makes that decision based upon the investment returns. But at 4.5% and $1 million plus in there, that's going to equate awfully close to $50,000 every year that will transfer from that endowment into faculty salaries. We currently have approximately 45 full-time K-12 teachers. That simply means that every year they'll get at least $1,000 more salary. Eventually, when more and more people contribute to it, that number will only grow, and that's the beauty of it. And eventually, we'll still take the $4.42. We'll still take the $20,000 gifts. So I would simply ask you, pray about it. Do what you can do. Everybody in, that's how the Lord's work gets done. So thank you. On behalf of our foundation board, I'd like to call up Pastor Tyler. Oh, one more thing, housekeeping. Actually, it's note writing. Students, if you received a scholarship today, by the way, they're all partial scholarships. Nobody walks out of here with a full scholarship. They're all partials. You'll receive a letter in the next week approximately indicating which scholarship and the amount. Your responsibility is to sit down and write a thank you note or letter to the address that's going to be provided to you in the letter. So, with that being the case, Pastor Tyler Soley, would you come and close us? Thank you very much. I must honor this man. This is the only student to serve as student body president twice in his high school tenure, Pastor Tyler Soley.
Thanks, Ross. You know, today is about impact, and impact doesn't happen without sacrifice. And I want to just acknowledge each and every one of our donors and the families, your sacrificial giving, your generosity is impacting generations. You know, we read in Psalm 145, verse 5, one generation will tell the next about the goodness and the glory of God. And that's really what this is all about. I'm a product of Life Christian Academy. I'm thankful for it. Just wrapped up another meeting that I was at with Northwest University, also a higher education Christian institution that's committed to impacting lives. And so, friends, can we put our hands together for the donors and their incredible generosity? Can we do this? Let's take a moment and let's pray. Father, thank you that you are the giver of all good gifts. James reminds us that every good and perfect gift, it comes from you. Lord, today we want to acknowledge thanks. Thanks for your faithfulness. Thanks for your provision. God, thank you for the work of our foundation board and their diligence in managing and stewarding the resources that have been entrusted to these different endowments. God, thank you for the generosity of individuals and families who have started endowments, who have contributed. God, thank you for those who anonymously have given throughout the years because they believe in young people whom some of them they never even met. And yet their gift continues to create impact. And we know that that impact is going to create legacy. And so, Father, we ask your blessing over the work of the foundation. God, would you bless Life Christian Academy? God, bless each and every student that walks these halls. And God, I pray that there would be a capacity inside of each and every student to understand the blessing that they are walking in, even in being at this place called Life Christian Academy. Would you equip and encourage our teachers, bless and equip our administrators. And Lord, I pray as we prepare for this spring break, as the students I know are counting minutes, quite literally right now. God, would you keep everybody safe, healthy, And Lord, may you continue to be glorified